Sorry about that.
Oh, gotcha.
I'll push the button. The one with the little red dot.
Yeah, man. You better know that's right.
Okay. Run the top.
Okay, Dave. Dave, would you like to read me in just so that we get the new year started off right?
Sure. What's with the shark?
That's been there for over a year. Over a year that thing's been there. What are you, blind? That's been there over a year.
Of course it hasn't been there for over a year. You just brought it in.
Right. That's been there for over a year.
Oh, that's been there.
So that's been there for over a year. It's a long time now.
Very confident. You're not to be questioned about this.
That's been there for over a year.
Not angry, just... What's with the shark? Oh, that's been there for over a year.
That's been there for over a year. Don't be ignorant.
That's pretty good. Just in case he was going to question you again, you had for over a year.
For over a year.
Okay.
For over a year.
Okay?
Right? Good?
Yeah, just add it just to pick up on it. Okay?
Okay?
Not to be questioned.
Not to be questioned. Not gonna have a shark discussion.
Right, let's move on to the next line. Wow, I don't remember it.
Well, it was 1 year ago today. I brought it in and said, here is the shark. I'll place it right here. I said it.
Dude, change your inflection a little bit on the stuff in the quotation part. Here is the shark. I'll place it right here. I mean, just maybe make it real didactic. Yeah.
Even more apart. Oh boy,
Yeah.
you know, Genki must be Japanese for gas, because I am so glad to be in here right now and have you boys in a safe position where I can't hurt anyone.
And I'm glad I'm done.
Space Ghost is eat up with gas.
All right.
We take normally healthy things and fry them up, so all the... Well, it was 1 year ago today I brought it in and said, here is the shark. I'll place it right here.
Try it faster. I said, here's the shark. I'll place it right here. I'm placing it here.
Well, it was 1 year ago today I brought it in and said, here is the shark. I'll place it right here.
What are you doing?
Guess you weren't watching while I did it.
Maybe not that... Maybe not so heated.
Well, it was 1 year ago today I brought it in and said, here is the shark. I'll place it right here.
That was good. That was a good one.
Don't know what you were doing at the time.
Did you safety that? That was great.
Obviously, you weren't watching me put the shark here at the time. Well, it was 1 year ago today I brought it in and said, here is the shark. I'll put it right here.
Because that looks good.
Because that looks good. It's a good place to have a shark.
That's great. Let's move on.
In the shark area.
Well, if you need any shark art, I hope you'll call me.
What did I say?
We will.
You said you were so excited about this merger that you couldn't speak. You said you were so excited about this merger that you couldn't speak.
You're not angry here.
Bye, y'all.
Take care.
Bye.
See you, Clay.
Bye, Clay.
I'll call you like middle to beginning of next week.
Okay.
You said you were so excited about this merger that you couldn't
Thanks, bud.
speak.
Y'all had fun.
Bye-bye, thanks.
Maybe a different tone. Oh, you said you were so excited about...
You said you were so excited about this merger that you couldn't speak.
And you were glowing.
You were glowing. You were all a titter.
Ooh, what did I say?
You said you were so excited about this merger that you couldn't speak. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday.
But it was a year ago.
But it was a year ago that I said it.
It seemed like... you were... Maybe more like... do one more like you're sort of like you were remembering. Well, you said that you were so excited about the murder, and you're sort of making it up.
Make it more of a flashback like we did, but then come back to, but it was a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Hey, now. Max is having problems with his appliance.
Max it.
Please stand by.
This is what we want it to be doing
Hey, Max, the camera's.
When's that ever stopped me? Okay.
Okay.
You said you were so excited about this merger that you couldn't speak. I remember it like it was just yesterday. But it was a year ago. That much I remember very clearly.
I think we have that joke, but can you try just one more on the line, just like you're trying to remembering it, like around the campfire?
Happy to. You said you were so excited about this merger that you couldn't speak.
That's pretty good. What do you think? You think we got
I
this?
remember you saying.
Well, you know what? You know what I remember? You saying that you were, and you're making this up. So maybe try one that you're a little bull.
You know, the way I remember it, you were so doggone excited about this merger, you could not bring yourself to words.
Okay.
That's great. Let's move on.
That was great.
What merger? The merger between this talk show and the failing liquor store chain. I know I told you this. Not paying attention is what you're doing.
Good inflection.
That was great. That was great. Do safety on that.
I'm like a horse in the gate, man. I've been waiting, what now, a year? Waiting a year for a page of material, and now I've got it. By God, watch me go, world. Look out, Broadway. What merger? The merger between this talk show and the failing liquor store chain. I know I told you this.
Let's do one other where you reverse the lines. I know I told you that. The merger between the talk show and a failing liquor store chain.
I know I told you this. The merger between this talk show and the failing liquor store chain. Are you slow?
Just one matter of fact. The merger between this talk show and a failing liquor store chain. Change it to A instead of the, and yeah, more casual.
I know I told you this. A merger between this talk show and a failing liquor store chain, remember?
I think we got this.
Yeah.
That's great. Let's move on.
Alrighty. Look, that is old Kentucky Shark, and he's been there. Okay? Okay? Zorak, Maltar, my headphones killing you all of a sudden? Okay, you're not hearing anything there. Okay, well then I'm not going to worry about it. These are those leaky bastards. When you and Dave get even wealthier, good tight headphones, as if you haven't already been printing things here at the Max Mint.
Yeah.
Grease your ears up.
It's 40 years. Walking out of here with a wheelbarrow full of cash every night going, ha ha, more Turner suckers. Okay, thank you. Look, that is old Kentucky Shark, and he's been there. Okay? Okay? Zorak, Moltar?
This is a little bit like there's a beat, you know, and you're like, look, that is old Kentucky Shark, and he has been there. Okay? Okay, Zorak and Moltar? I mean, you're just a little more heated.
Yeah, you're going faster at the end. Okay, I see what you want.
It's,
Look, that is old Kentucky Shark, and he has been there. Okay? Okay, Zorak and Moltar?
it's a little bit more like they're not buying it, and you're putting your foot down, just as if that would make them buy it.
Look, that is old Kentucky Shark, and he has been there. Okay? Okay, Zorak and Moltar?
Try it even more heated, even more like a little louder, not yelly, but you know.
Look, that is old Kentucky Shark, and he has been there. Okay? Okay, Zorak and Moltar?
I think you gotta be bigger.
Look, that is old Kentucky Shark, and he has been there. Okay? Okay, Zorak and Moltar?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was it. And he has been there for 2 years.
Look, that is old Kentucky Shark, and he has been there for 2 years. Okay? Okay, Zorak and Moltar?
The previous one, you did better because you were loud on the. Look, that is old. You know, you're loud on that.
That is old Kentucky Shark, and he has been there for 2 years. Okay? Okay, Zorak and Moltar?
Is that good? Are we? Can we start the show now?
Are we clear now? Are we clear now? God, what am I doing, Nicholson now? Are we clear now?
That was great.
Are we clear now?
That was great. That's great. Let's move on to this.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Yes, again.
Okay. Want to play you to the desk? When did we start doing that? When have we ever done that? We've never done it that way. What, are you making this up as we go? What is this, ad-lib night? Open mic night here on Coast to Coast?
That was great. That made,
Fine.
That was great. Can you safety that?
Play me to the f***ing desk. When did we ever start doing that, huh? When? Tell me. Have we ever done that before? We've never done that before. What is this, new?
Better one.
Oh, when did we start doing this?
When did we start doing this? Somebody explain that to me.
I like the play me to the desk. Of course, you can't say so replace something.
Play me to the friggin' desk.
But you did it like play me to the desk.
Play me to the stinking desk. What a bunch of jags you guys are.
That's great.
What a bunch of monkey anuses.
Let's change this to a real cheery tone.
Now bring down Corey Feldman. Troubled drug-taking youthful star Corey Feldman. Let's bring him down now, from the ceiling.
Now, let's welcome Corey Feldman.
Now let's welcome Corey Feldman. Isn't he a delight? Now let's welcome Corey Feldman.
That's great.
That's a
great.
good one.
That's a
Nice
good
one.
one. Let's move on to this next line.
Or Willie Nelson. It really doesn't matter. Or Willie Nelson. I just don't care. Either one.
This is a little bit more like, or Willie Nelson.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Or Willie Nelson. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Jam either one of them in the box and let's get to killing some airtime. Just cram them both in the box if you want. Stick them side.
Cram whoever in the box. I don't care.
Just cram whoever in the box. I don't care.
Well, Willie Nelson, whatever.
Willie Nelson, whatever. Put them both in there if you want. Jam them both in, side by side. You know, like they do on the news.
I think we got that one good read.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Hello. Well, maybe it does matter. Hello, Willie. Do you know old Kentucky Shark?
Maybe it's more like a realization. This may be a real bad interview.
Maybe it does matter. Hello, Willie. Do you know old Kentucky Shark?
That's a good read on the. That's a good read on the tail end of that. It's just maybe not so dark on the well. Maybe it does matter.
Because you know how I love to be dark. But that should still be thrown away at the top, no?
Yeah, it should be thrown away, but maybe just not so. Well, maybe it does matter. I mean, well, maybe it does matter.
Maybe it does matter. Hello, Willie. Do you know old Kentucky Shark?
Let's try Chipper on the. Maybe it does matter.
Well, maybe it does matter. Hello, Willie. Do you know old Kentucky Shark?
Well, apparently it does matter.
Well, apparently it does matter. Hello, Willie. Do you know old Kentucky Shark?
I like that.
How things with you and the
You can always
government?
cut it out if it doesn't work.
Can I say that? Hey, Willie, how are your tax problems coming along? Sold enough of them love CDs at midnight on Saturday to get out of the hole?
Funny. Let's move on to the.
Crazy. Sing crazy.
Gosh, I don't know.
Do that again, Dave.
Gosh, I don't know.
I don't dog diggity know. That's a mystery.
Well, allow me. Old Kentucky Shark, this is Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson, old Kentucky Shark.
That's
great
great.
open.
Safety on that.
Well, allow me. Old Kentucky Shark, this is Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson, old Kentucky Shark.
Nice, nice.
That's great. My pleasure.
See, old Kentucky Shark is the brand new mascot of my talk show liquor chain.
My pleasure.
See, old Kentucky Shark is the brand new mascot of my talk show liquor chain.
That's right.
Can you add failing at the beginning of talk show liquor chain?
Failing. Thanks, Dave. So now it's failing. That's
The
real.
liquor chain is failing. I mean, he saddled himself to this.
I thought you meant talk show, failing talk show liquor chain.
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I mean, it's all one business now.
You're bringing me down, man. You're bringing me down, Dave. You're bringing me down, man.
Oh yeah. You're bringing me down, man.
Let's see. See, Old Kentucky Shark is the brand new mascot of my failing talk show liquor chain.
Maybe just slightly more relaxed. Not quite as fast.
See, Old Kentucky Shark is the brand new mascot of my failing talk show liquor chain.
That's great.
You said the shark had been there.
Look, in the heat of conversation, Zorak, I may have said certain things. I don't believe them to be true.
This is more like...
Look, in the heat of conversation, Zorak, I may have said certain things I don't believe to be true.
You're sort of like... You're almost apologizing. You know how people say, in the heat of conversation, I may have said things I didn't mean, you know? Only...
Look, in the heat of conversation, Zorak, I may have said I may have said things. That'll fit right in with Willie, won't it?
What you gonna say now? I don't know. You gonna say something? I know. I was waiting for Mama to say something. She already said it. Well, hold on now.
Okay. Look, in the heat of conversation, Zorak, I may have said certain things I don't believe to be true. Fair enough.
Take your time with it a little bit more. You're sitting down with someone.
Okay. Look, in the heat of conversation, Zorak, I may have said certain things that I don't believe to be true.
That was great. A little bit more volume, just because you're speaking across the studio from him.
Okay. Look, in the heat of conversation, Zorak, I may have said certain things that I just don't believe to be true.
The other one was
Fair enough.
We can work with the other one.
Okay.
Can you give me a pickup on the... Zorak said something. You said it had been there for a year, and you're like, 2 years.
2 years. 2 years.
Did I say that?
Did I say that? You sure? No, 2 years.
Really?
Really?
That's good. That's good. We can move on. So you were lying.
Things I say. Go ahead.
So you were lying.
Answer me this. How could I have been lying when I wasn't even here? I just got here. Mars will never put up with this.
That is weird. All of a sudden, you've gone from sort of saying you were lying without saying you were lying to totally lying again. So you were lying. Well, answer me this. I mean, a little bit more condescending.
Answer me this. How could I have been lying when I wasn't even here, huh? I just got here. Mars will never put up with this. Guys are delusional.
Low key on the Mars thing.
Yeah, Mars got to be low key, definitely. Mars will never put up with this.
Mars will never put up with this.
Let's do it one more time. Answer. Okay, Zorak. Answer me this.
Okay, Zorak, answer me this. How could I have been lying when I wasn't even here? I just got here. Mars will never put up with this.
First read was bad. The best one.
Mars is not going to stand for this.
What you heard lying was a hologram, okay?
What you heard lying was a hologram, okay?
I wasn't even here.
I wasn't even here. You're looking at Vapor's images, sport.
What you heard lying was a parasite that lives in my neck, Zorak, okay?
What you heard lying was a parasite that lives in my neck, Zorak, okay?
With a very similar voice.
He's got a very similar voice to mine.
And he speaks through the pores.
And he speaks through the pores in my neck.
He speaks through the pores in my neck.
What do you
You brought that up.
We should come back to Parasite later and go, Parasite, what are you talking about?
I like, that line got cut out of an original script. We were just trying to... Zorak, how could I be lying? What you heard, the alleged lie that you might have heard was a parasite that lives in my neck.
The alleged lie that you might have heard me saying allegedly moments ago? That's a parasite that lives in my neck.
And has a very similar voice.
Very similar voice. I mean, are you going to be rubed in by everything you hear coming out of my neck? I mean, I may as well just go ahead and let all the parasites start talking to you if that's the case.
Mars will never put up with this.
Mars will never put up with this. Now, bring down Corey Feldman.
That's great. Let's move on. Yeah, what planet are you from?
Planet of Hollywood. You can order a hamburger with predator braids if you have predator braids. What is this supposed to be? Predator birds? The birds fly out. What is predator braid?
Remember the Predator? He had those dreadlocks.
Well, I remember that. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, they're like French fries. That's what they call them at Planet Hollywood.
How long does it take you guys to come up with one of these?
A few joints.
How many hours, how many trips to Grandma's cough syrup does it take to whip one of these together? Okay. I'm just having a discussion with the writers, Max. It's nothing to worry about. Planet of Hollywood. Or you can order a hamburger with predator braids. You been there? That Planet of Hollywood. Oh man, they do it all
You should say
there.
it more casual.
Yeah, try it a little. Try it a little bit more casual.
If you're trying to
Do just Planet Hollywood.
trying to lose weight, they've got a lightsaber menu.
Yeah, what planet are? Yeah, what planet are you from?
Planet of Hollywood. You can order a hamburger with predator braids. That's good eating.
Have you been there?
Have you been there?
I think the other one.
Ever been there?
All right.
I probably have, but I don't know.
I was there once when Arnold was taking a crunch in the bathroom.
Taking a crunch.
Terminator. Woo! Wow.
They have Arnold's vest from Raw Deal.
They have Arnold's vest from Raw Deal, you know.
And his war paint from Commando.
And his war paint from Commando.
And his thong
Don't
from
worry about it.
The World's Strongest Man.
And his thong from the world's strongest man.
Okay, that's a good one.
They need to seal that case. I think you know what strong means.
Okay. Willie says, "Oh, I probably have, but I don't know."
Oh, you'd know it if you had been there. Your guitar would just explode. Your guitar would just explode in your hands. That's what it would do. I'm going to try that again.
I probably have, but I don't know.
Oh, you would know if you had been there. Your guitar would just explode in your hands.
Try it a little bit more deadly serious on the "you'd know if you'd been there."
Oh, you'd know if you had been there. Your guitar would explode in your hands.
Yeah, lose just.
You would know if you had been there. Your guitar would explode in your hands.
Real serious. Your guitar would explode in your hands.
Your guitar would explode in your hands.
Maybe try one more where it's just like you've been to hell and back, and he hasn't ever seen it. Oh, you'd know if you'd been there.
Oh, you'd know if you'd been there. Your guitar would just explode in your hands.
That's it.
That's it.
The template.
That's a good one. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Where'd you get them clothes?
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, they made them for me. Kurt's quite a talented seamstress.
Say it trying to casually throw it off, but like you're trying to impress him.
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, they made them for me.
That's pretty good.
The end was
Yeah, where'd you get them clothes?
Wait, what if I add Mr.?
Let's try one. Oh, I don't know if you'd know them. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
I don't know if you'd know them. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, they made them for me.
Yeah, a little bit more snooty, you know. Oh, I don't know if you'd know them. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
I don't know if you'd know them. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Maybe make it more like you're just announcing it. Kurt Russell and...
Mr. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. They made them for me.
I like he's announcing it for TV.
Yeah. Yeah, not like you're announcing it for TV, but just a little bit more like you're just the jackass that has met them once and you make a big deal about it, you know. I like that. I don't know if you'd know them.
Oh, I don't know if you'd know them. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Looking around.
They made them for me.
They made them. They personally made them for me.
They made these garments for me.
They personally.
They personally made these for me.
That's neat.
In fact, the cape was Kurt's.
Let's move on to the next one. That's neat.
Yep, I've been to their house. Yeah, I've been to their house. I got to go inside.
Still kind of snooty and trying to impress.
Yeah, I've been to their house. Got to go inside.
Yeah, I've seen their house.
Yep, I've seen their house.
From the bus.
From a bus.
From a bus.
Say it like you're proud of the fact that you've seen it from a bus.
Yep, I've been to their house. From a bus.
It's gotta be
Oh
seen.
yeah, I've seen their house
Flash didn't go.
from a bus.
From a bus. Oh, yeah.
That's good.
You know what I'm...
From the
Yeah.
bus.
Yeah.
I've been to their house. From a bus. I've seen their house. Oh, yeah. I've seen their house. From a bus.
I think we got.
The
I think
other
we
one,
got an
I
earlier
like the
one.
lower
That's
one,
good.
Right then? Yeah? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Not so big. Just saying it casually.
Oh, boy, Ginky must be Japanese for gas. Space Ghost is whipping up a butt omelet.
God.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
He's pretty good today.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Casual.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That's good.
Damn straight.
A bear lumbers around the studio window.
What's that bear doing? What's that bear up to? What's the deal with the bear
You casually look over there. You're not alarmed, but you're just sort of like.
doing?
That's good. That was a good one.
What's the bear doing?
That's good. Let's move on.
Walking around. He's probably going south to mate with birds. Bears are crazy, Willie. Especially space bears. Oh, man. Get them space bears going. Lord have mercy.
You should like know.
He's
like,
probably
oh,
going
yeah, he's
south
probably
to
going
mate
south.
with birds. Bears are crazy, Willie. Especially space bears.
Say it with an air of authority, almost like you have a degree in ornithology.
I know about these things. That leads into my big film coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably going south to mate with birds. Bears are crazy, Willie. Especially space bears.
Real pompous.
He's probably going south to mate with birds. Some bears mate with birds, Willie. Those bears are crazy.
They're crazy.
They're nutty bears. Those bears are crazy.
You gotta say, they're crazy.
They're crazy. I mean, can you imagine a bear and a bird?
They're crazed.
They're crazed, man.
With venom.
They're crazed.
They're crazed with venom.
They're crazed with venom. They're loaded full of man syrup after their long winter slumber.
Oh, well, I know that. I'm sure. Well, obviously, he's probably going south to mate with birds. You know.
How would I know? Oh, I mean, it's abundantly clear that he's going south to mate with birds. That's what bears do.
The weird ones.
The weird ones. These are bears who have special needs. And it's up to the birds to fulfill them.
Yeah, well, you know, those are neat.
Art, how you doing? Okay, this next question is brought to you by Old Kentucky Shark of Kentucky Nightmare Talk Show Liquor Corporation. Am I supposed to ask you this question, or how do we do this?
Kind of give yourself a big beat in between that, and that's for the audience, and then the whole.
Yeah, I figured that was your transition there after corporation, right? And then, I mean, you just want more of a beat there, more pensive, more thinking about it.
Yeah, more of a beat, and you can actually say in a normal tone of voice you're talking to the shark. So am I supposed to ask this question to you, or?
You or okay? Yeah, I got that. Good. Okay. Hi, how you doing? This next question is brought to you by Old Kentucky Shark of Kentucky Nightmare Talk Show Liquor Corporation. Am I supposed to ask this question to you, or do you ask? How's this work? What are we doing here? I'm asking you this, or you're asking me?
Or what does Willie do?
Someone else doing this.
What does Willie do?
What's Willie do while we're doing this? Is Willie doing anything? Why don't we get him to ask it?
Let's try it. Let's try it not as whispered. Talk maybe in a normal voice.
Okay.
And maybe put the this next question in your sort of this next question is real just for the viewers at home.
TV billboarding there, yep. Okay, this next question is brought to you by Old Kentucky Shark of Kentucky Nightmare Talk Show Liquor Corporation. Am I supposed to ask you this question, or you ask me? How's this work?
Am I supposed to ask this question to you? Am I supposed to ask
Is this question to you, or do you ask me? How's this work? What are we doing here?
Or do I just hold it up?
What do I just hold it up? Right? Like that?
Okay.
Holding the card and asking. Okay, well, I can do that.
I mean, the shark never says anything throughout the whole episode, so you're just sort of reacting to that. Okay.
Okay. You take a minute for yourself then. All right, I'll just jump in. Willie, who wrote the extremely famous phrase, "A shark on whiskey is mighty risky. A shark on beer is a beer engineer." Hey, Max, I'd like to take a moment for Dave and Matt, if I may. Okay, Matt, it's your turn. Okay, Dave. Okay.
Let's a little bit more to yourself on the. Okay, I'll just jump in here.
Okay, I'll just jump in here. Willie, who wrote the extremely famous phrase, "A shark on whiskey is mighty risky. A shark on beer is a beer engineer." Gosh, I don't know. The answer is Dr. Worm. The answer is Dr. Worm. The answer is Dr. Worm.
That's better. That's the guy.
The answer we're looking for, Willie, is Dr. Worm.
Thanks for trying.
Thanks for trying. We'll be back later with Megadeth tickets. But right now it's time to take caller 10.
Let's try the answer is Dr. Worm. You know, thanks for trying, but how could you have possibly known that?
Thanks for trying, Willie, but how could you have possibly known that about Dr. Worm?
Shark on beer, blood in the water. Let's try this one more time. The extremely famous phrase, "A shark on whiskey is mighty risky. A shark on beer, blood in the water."
Willie, who wrote the extremely famous phrase, "A shark on whiskey is mighty risky. A shark on beer is blood in the water"?
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Okay. And we got Dr. Worm?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you just going to lay there for the rest of the show? Things my ex says for 500, please, Alex. Oh, dear.